Hello, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. As you could see by the title, these are pictures from, Frankenmuth. I'm not sure exactly where Frankenmuth is right now, but it'll be on the screen somewhere in a cut when I know. So here, I'm inside of I was inside of an antique that is just some other pictures. Here I am milking a fake cow that I saw in a shop. It was a really beautiful place, Frankenmuth. It had a very German-like place, aesthetic, and like very architect about it. Here's looking through the bridge that we had to go over to get to Frankenmuth and whatnot. I thought this picture was interesting. Now, in a future picture, we're going to see a chicken. Yes, you heard right. A plantery out of, made to look like a chicken. So that basically was a historic bridge right here. So, historic town overall. It was very, very beautiful. This is Bronner's Christmas store. There I am in front of a polar bear. An activity scene from the side. I'll let you go ahead and look upon all of the beauty that I caught with my camera here. We're inside of the Amazing Grace chapel right now. Here you can see scriptures of, the Amazing Grace song was based off of. Here is a church that I just saw and had to take pictures of. I don't know why. Coming up is, not the chicken yet, but outside of that church that I was showing you the top of. This is like the bottom half of that church, if you will. Now, in these pictures, I don't know why I took these. That was a grave. This I do know why. Because why not? Was suave. Or suave. Whatever. In these next pictures, I don't know why I took them, but I did. I thought it was beautiful. The ground and grass and trees over the gravestones and stuff like not the gravestones themselves, but yeah. And I took a picture of that because you don't see that in everyday life. Coming up is the picture of the chicken with a man just contemplating, is that a chicken or is that a plant? I mean, and I did several. So don't hate me, please. So this is part 1 of 2, meaning that part 2 is going to have more pictures and beautiful stuff also. This is outside at nighttime of Bronner's. Embarrassing story, but I'm going to save that for next time. Well, no, actually, it has something to do with this store. um, I was riding with a friend and wanted to get closer to something in the middle, and uh, we rode right up on a sidewalk that went around it as we were driving, and I didn't know that it was a sidewalk until later. So we were like, oh, okay. But as soon as we knew what we were doing, we got off of the sidewalk and onto the road, or parking lot, if you will. It was right, no, not here. I think it's coming up, though. No, not that one either. It's one of these coming up, I'm sure. Yeah, around in there is around the middle ones, or uh, one of the middle ones is where, you know, that's also part of Bronner's right there. Don't know what that part is back there, but yeah. And it was like a really beautiful place here. It had very beautiful things. That's the thing that I was running around on in a car that you weren't supposed to. Um, the earlier picture, but it was like a very, I want to say, magical uh, trip, because this trip had, well, laughter, uh, old family that they haven't seen in uh, years. The driver of this car, I'll just call her Mrs. S, or Miss S right now, but she, you know, is a very godly lady. She loved, you know, to help out wherever. And this trip took a lot out of her, but I'm glad that she was able to do this trip with us and everything, or with me, and I'm glad I got to experience this. I would have never ever gotten to experience something like this without going with her. If she had not, like, told me, hey, you're going. So isn't it funny how you would look back at certain pictures and you're thinking, oh, I remember this, or oh, I remember that, or oh, I remember this. It's like your memory gets, your brain gets kicked into understanding where you were at that particular time. So here she would stop and let me take pictures that actually showed up on camera, and not just let me. Now, most of y'all, if y'all seen the Christmas video I've done of these, you would already seen these. But for those that have not seen that, you see the 10-mile-per-hour speed limit. That's how slow you had to go on these roads, because it was like a road / parking lot. But yeah, you didn't really, if y'all seen that, and you can see I'm taking a picture with my iPad. But if you have not seen the Christmas one, then these are the pictures you would have seen in that. Some of the things that I look at are like just so beautiful, and think, how can they do all of this with thousands of lights and stuff like that and make it look beautiful, you know. Like this. That's a tree, a real tree with, see, with lights like cherries and stuff up in it. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe a present, but like this, a snowflake or blue lights on a tree with white lights on the trunk. Here's a good one coming up. The nativity scene. Nativity, whatever. That's a calling to yep, angels. Calling a backlog of different pictures that I thought would look great in here. If you're ever in Frankenmuth, I want to say Arizona, but I don't think that's right. But like I said, I will put in a pop-up or somewhere where it's from. And that's it. Thank you for enjoying, or thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day.